Is Virgin Galactic about to go to $100? Let's cover the story. This is being made live, unedited, as it happens. We're going back to space, where it all started. My name is Martyn Lucas. My name comes from my relationship with Kenny Baker. Kenny Baker is the man inside the robot R2-D2. That's where my love of space comes from. Virgin Galactic built this channel. It's how it all started. This is being made completely live, unedited, as it happens. You'll never see another channel on YouTube doing it like this. We've covered this from day one. We've had Virgin Galactic representatives join me for interviews in my studio. I've worked for Sir Richard Branson on the Virgin experiences. I have first-hand experience of what Virgin Galactic is all about. One of our members has visited the venue and enjoyed the experiences. In this live stream, unedited as it happens, and anything can happen, we're going to talk about the risk to reward, $100 price target, rate cuts, how that will benefit this company. What about undervalue? Delta, what does it mean? The government, pro-space, and the debt ceiling. How does that all affect Virgin Galactic? Buckle up as we go back into space, which I believe we have the best live streaming studio in the world for Virgin Galactic. We've been there since day one. Could this now be the time where we go to the moon, where we step down the stairs and we stand on the surface of the moon? Well, let's do it right now. Let's go into space. Let's travel to Virgin Galactic and discuss everything. Answer all your questions live. This is a Virgin Galactic special. Welcome to the studio. Welcome to the #1 channel in the world for Virgin Galactic. We've covered every live event, every single thing that Virgin Galactic has ever done, every space flight, every earnings, and we do it for our members. So let's get straight into it. Can Virgin Galactic go all the way now to $100? During this live stream, we're going to ask you to put your comments on the screen. I'll answer all of your questions. I will share with you everything that I have, all my thoughts over the last 4 years, and see if now, finally, we can get Virgin Galactic to go to $100. Forget Binky Bonk, forget Bitcoin. The gain here would be tremendous. And I know I entered this when it first came out and paid $70 for it. By today's money, we're around about 20 cents. Is this time to buy the stock? Please tap the like button. You can also take part in our live poll today. You can be part of that and you can have your say. And if this goes well, we might even do a follow-up live phone-in as well. So everyone, tap the like button. Consider subscribing to our channel. Are you ready? Okay, fantastic. We'd like to get more people watching this because when we first covered Virgin Galactic a few years ago, it was trending. It was very popular. It was a meme stock for a while. Even the investor relations manager, when he spoke to me, would talk about GameStop, how a YouTube channel like mine could promote a stock like GameStop did. He was there during the GameStop era when it popped up and had the short squeeze. It wasn't of interest to me. I'm not interested in popping and dumping a stock. I am just an owner. I want this to do well for everyone in the future. But since then, it's lost favour. No one's watching Virgin Galactic anymore. People aren't paying any attention to Virgin Galactic anymore. We have to change that. Since the stock price went down, no one's noticing. That could be your opportunity to buy and get ready for a new era of space. And I'll tell you about the competition too. There is none, by the way. A little spoiler. So we're going to start off by seeing if we can get everyone to share this out and get this to trend once again before I give you my full analysis and all the news around the stock. So are you ready? Let's do it. Let's start the funky music. We like to bring this in. Here it comes. And we're going to get this now shared on YouTube as I bring you the news. Let's do it. All right, let's pump it up. We haven't had a pumped up video on Virgin Galactic for years. No one is paying any attention to Virgin Galactic right now, but they are about to. I promise you that. I guarantee you that. We represent the world's largest retail investors in the world together, 95%. So let's go over to how many people are watching. We're going to start off hardly any. No one's paying attention to Virgin Galactic. 91 watching right now. We want to get 100 likes. If we get 100 likes, YouTube will share this out and it will be shared on YouTube and it will trend once again. So we're going back to the way we started. Are you ready? 96 watching, 5 likes. Let's start. We want to get 100 likes so YouTube share this out. Refresh the screen. In 3, 2, 1. We've now got, hang on, and refresh the screen. We've now got 30 likes. Okay, it's gone up. This is fantastic. Everyone tap the like button. Now, while you're there, click the share button as well. Click the share button and this will be put on your social media. You can put it on your Facebook, your LinkedIn, wherever you like. This could be now one of the biggest stock returns in history. We bought this originally at $70. By old money, that's around about 20 cents. All right? Think of it, 20 times the dilution, and we're at $3.55. So work that out yourself. All right? And we're saying it go to $100. Just think about that. All right? More gains than here than Bitcoin or anything else. So 30 likes. Let's refresh it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're now at 50 likes. We're halfway there. That'll do for now. I'm not going to stay on this. We'll come back and hopefully by the end of this live stream, you would have shared it out and it would have gone up to 100 and then YouTube will suggest this content out to more people. Right, let's get into the story of Virgin Galactic and why it can reach $100. Virgin Galactic. For this story, I think we need to go back to the very beginning. So let's do that right now. Let's go back to the beginning and talk about how we got here and what Virgin Galactic really means. Here we go. So welcome to my studio. Lovely to have you all here today, the Virgin Galactic studio. We built this all around Virgin Galactic 4 years ago because of my love of space and my connections with Star Wars. My godfather, Kenny Baker, R2-D2. We built this whole studio with the passion on Virgin Galactic. Sadly, I never built the relationship I wanted with Virgin Galactic. They never took the channel seriously. We were a small channel at the time, around about 1,000 subscribers. Now we're 74,000. Things have changed. We rank number 1 now for most stocks that we cover on Google and YouTube. Maybe they'll look at us differently. However, from the very beginning, we covered all the flights, all the earnings. We assembled 95% of the world's retail investors. We changed policy. We did a petition which actually got policy change and got Virgin Galactic to actually change their policy of how much money they were wasting. They came from Disney, at least Michael Cole Glazier did, and they're used to spending a lot of money and wasting a lot of money. And they did. They upset the shareholders with lavish parties. Well, we put a stop to that. We changed that. Things got better at Virgin Galactic. They stopped losing money at the rate they were. They moved forward. They delivered all the flights. Everything went off fine. They then went into a quiet period preparing for Delta. Delta is when we've established that the crafts work. We've established there's an audience for it. We know people want to fly. They've sold tickets. Now we want to build out the fleet and make it more cost efficient and effective for us, the shareholders, because at that stage, the early stages, it was just too expensive. Not everyone can afford to fly, and the delays in between the flights were just too long. We need to fly every day, and we need to be flying all around the world all the time in different spaceports. Well, that's where we're heading right now. In 2026, just less than a year away, we'll be launching Delta. We know because we've been following it. We've had our investors on the ground at the factories, seeing the progress that's being made. As I said, we cover everything. We cover it more than Virgin Galactic. In fact, we cover it more than any other channel in the world. And we've been doing that now for 4 years. We're now getting closer and closer to the period where Delta will come into play and the stock could take off. Now, when we say $100, we don't just pick that out of the sky as it sounds something good to say, like people say that all the time with crypto. We can see how it's actually possible. Now, if you want more details on the specifics of how we feel it's possible, every Sunday, Sensei, our chart expert, does a technical analysis chart review for you on the Sunday show at 3 p.m. Central. I will leave a link to that at the end of the show, and you can find all the buy zone, sell zone support levels and how we believe that this could go to $100. You might like to check that out and join Sensei on a Sunday. Over the last few years, despite the successes, and there's undoubtedly been unrivaled successes, we've not been too happy with the management. We don't feel that they've promoted the stock and the company the way it should have been done. In fact, when we started covering it, it was very much like Virgin Orbit. It was out the back of a shed. It looked awful, and that's why Virgin Orbit died. Not because they couldn't get funding. They couldn't get funding because no one took the business seriously. The money was there, but no one believed in Virgin Orbit, and it died. It had a failure, but no one came to the rescue because no one believed in it enough. It looked small time. It didn't look sexy and rock and roll. It didn't look like Tesla. It didn't look like SpaceX. People gave up on it. And Virgin Galactic was like that at the beginning as well. We have and still have better presentation than Virgin Galactic does. We've asked to have live coverage of the flights because at the moment we rely on, like everybody else, publicly available data, radar data, and still we don't get any information sent to our studio. We've asked for it, we still don't get it. We wish we did. Unfortunately, they still don't provide it. So these shareholders, investors are fed up with Virgin Galactic. They haven't helped themselves. I'm offering my services for free and they've never taken us up on it. But we continue to believe. We don't love the management, but we do believe in the people that built the rockets, the people that fly the rockets. We also believe in the customers that wish to fly with Virgin Galactic. On that note, let's just go back to the main part of the studio and talk about the competition, because competition with Virgin Galactic is everything. It's changed a lot over the last few years, and let's discuss that right now. Over the last few years, Virgin Galactic's competition has dramatically changed. Things are very different. However, they're not so different, even though they are. Let me explain what I mean. Since we launched with Virgin Galactic and we've started to invest in the company, things have changed. More people have come into the space. So you might argue that Virgin Galactic has some competition. Well, we don't think it has. We think that there's more attention now on Virgin Galactic and space, and we mentioned that earlier in this section here when I mentioned about pro-space. America is now pro-space. Elon Musk landing on Mars, Donald Trump behind anything to do with American companies and space. Absolutely, we are pro-space, but there's still no competition. We've got Blue Origin. Blue Origin, owned by Amazon, is not competition. Why? Well, I think it's rubbish. Let me tell you why I think it's rubbish. If you want to fly into space, what you actually want to do is arrive in a comfortable limousine at your airport, your spaceport in this case, of which there'll be many around the world. That's upcoming. And you want to walk into your spaceport, and then you want to walk out on the runway after you've spent a few days having experiences about space and a wonderful time, very much what Disney does and what Michael Colglazier has brought to the party. We like all of that side of it. After your experiences in the Virgin Galactic experiences at the spaceports, you then walk out and you get on your aeroplane, your craft, and you go along the runway and you take off and you go into space. Absolutely fantastic. And then you glide back down where you started, get out of your craft and walk back to tremendous rounds of applause and excitement from your family and friends as you re-enter back into the spaceport. That's what you want. That's what you get with Virgin Galactic. However, Virgin Orbit plops you down in the desert on a parachute. That's rubbish. Who wants that? Who wants that? That's not what you want. That was for the 1960s. The Apollo missions, plopping down in the sea or the desert. That's not what you want from a first-class trip into space. Not at all. So Virgin Orbit, sorry, I beg your pardon. So Blue Origin isn't competition. And not only that, the way it does it is far more expensive. I remember when they tried to get Tom Hanks to pay out 20 million. He said, no, thank you. I don't want to spend my money on it. I don't think it's worth it. Whereas Virgin Galactic is less than $500,000. And it's actually a more royal experience, a Class A experience. Blue Origin is not there. So then you might talk about, what about SpaceX? Well, SpaceX certainly have made massive strides in the last few years, and SpaceX can go into space and stay up there. You can't do that with Virgin Galactic. However, if you want to experience space, you want to go into space and come back down. Not live up there for a few days. That's a completely different experience. And again, vastly more expensive. It's not a viable proposition. It's a wonderful experience. Why not spend a week in space in a hotel? Would be great. I wouldn't mind that. Fantastic. However, be much more expensive. That's not what people want to do. They want to fly up, be in space, feel weightlessness, look back on the Earth, come back down. There is only one company that deliver that. And the answer to that is Virgin Galactic. So over the last few years, we have seen this. Terrible. The stock used to be quite trendy. People talked about it. It popped up. It went as high as $70. Imagine that in the old money, which makes today's money, because we had a reverse split. Didn't need a reverse split, but we did because the management were weak. They didn't do the right thing. They didn't promote this. They didn't get it out. They didn't know how to promote it. They just went sideways for a while. So the stock now is so affordable, and I'll share with you how affordable in a few moments. It's ridiculously affordable. If you look at the assets, the cash on the books, it's ridiculously undervalued, down 98%. But we are now getting momentum. It's changed the trend. All of a sudden, it started to trend and it started to go the opposite direction. And I know, and I make a guarantee that this video will trend today and people will start to come back into the space of Virgin Galactic. And as I talk about it, is it a surprise it's going up again today? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are extremely confident that this could go to $100. Now, maybe the management wanted to drive the stock price down. Donald Trump wanted the market to go down to lower interest rates, to pay off the national debt. Maybe Virgin Galactic were okay with the stock price going down. Because remember, they paid pennies for the stock. They didn't buy it at the price you did when they initially entered. Let's talk about some other points before I come on to the analysis of the stock. First of all, let's talk about the risk to reward. The risk to reward now is off the charts. It's fantastic. There's no doubt about it. The risk to reward now, if you look at the cash on the books, the assets of the rockets, what the price of the stock is, the risk to reward is there if you only bought 10 shares. Now, I want to be absolutely clear, absolutely clear. There are channels all over YouTube and social media who are there for themselves, selfish. I'm not here for myself. I'm here for my members. I'm only making this live stream today for my members. It won't get me that many views right now. It used to. Not anymore, it doesn't. I get much bigger views on other videos now. But I'm doing it for my members. And it doesn't even benefit me if it goes up. I don't own a single share of Virgin Galactic. Let me share with you what I have and why I don't own Virgin Galactic. This is my portfolio, 100% in the S&P 500. 100%. Not because I think Virgin Galactic is rubbish and it can't go there, for the integrity of the show. Part of the reason why I tried to get Virgin Galactic to team up with me, I am the most impartial, most honest, most real, most live, best quality live streaming information for Virgin Galactic in the world. I don't mind saying that because it's true. No one cares more than I do. No one puts more effort than I do. No one goes live more than I do. And no one shares their real positions and answers everyone's questions and makes these live streams live. In my Roth IRA, I'm also 100% in the S&P. You can see it right there. Now, the reason is so my channel can be seen, not just say, but be seen to be the most honest channel in the world. You know what I own. Let me just type Virgin Galactic back in again. So you know that I don't benefit from it going up. I hope my members all make money. I really, really do. And I believe that their time will come. I won't benefit from it at all, other than seeing my members do well. And that's what makes me happy. So 100%, $100 price target is our target. Again, wait to the end. I will give you links and you can join Sensei on Sunday for that information of the charts, and you can see for yourself how we come to that conclusion. Undervalue. Undoubtedly undervalue. If you look at the assets, the price, and I'm going to show you some numbers in a moment, we can prove it's undervalue. Delta is the key. Delta is on target for 2026. The US government is pro-space, and the debt, US debt is about to come down. That's good for everyone, not just investors. By the markets being scuppered and brought down, rates are going to come down. The Fed are going to rescue the stock market. Rates coming down is what exactly Virgin Galactic need, because they've got some debt and this makes their business a lot more profitable, a lot quicker. Let me share with you the actual valuation of Virgin Galactic. So we're showing it at $3.57. But what is the intrinsic valuation? What is it actually worth? Well, if you look at the assets, the cash on the books, and all the assets it holds, if it doesn't go bankrupt, which we don't think it will, it's worth, are you ready for this? $118.93, which means it is 97% undervalue. It's already gone to $100. It's already there. Let's scroll down. Down here, I will show you how things are changing. This is 2025. This is what's expected in 2026. A S-curve. How often do you see an S-curve? You saw that at the beginning of Bitcoin. You saw that at the beginning of Tesla. You saw that at the beginning of Nvidia. We have an S-curve. Operating income increasing. Net income increasing. Everything about this is on the up and up. Assets, 961, 638. million in liabilities, long-term debt 420 million. But we go back to our cash, 560 million in cash. They can pay all their debts off tomorrow. It's not going bankrupt, is it? When rates come down, how much better? We can't show you any of this because it's not actually making real profit yet. Nothing to show for it. Profitability, obviously it's low. It's 20. But look, 38 solvency. It's got debt. It's not going bust. It's not a bright green because of the amount of debt it's got, but that is about to change. What do Wall Street give it? 71% downside in a worst case scenario. We are not in a worst case scenario. We're a pro-space government and rates are coming down. So, an average 162% upside. 989% upside. These are huge numbers. Analysis, media coverage. Other than me, no one is talking about it. CNBC covered it 9 months ago. No one is paying attention at all to this stock. Virgin Galactic is a sleeping stock right now. No one's paid attention. No one's noticed. So let's do something about that. We had a petition and we changed everything at Virgin Galactic. We changed policy at Virgin Galactic and now we're going to get the stock to move once again. But this time, let's take it to $100. Let's do it right now. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this to 100 likes during the live stream. Are you ready? Because we want YouTube to share it out. We get more views than Virgin Galactic do. They don't get hardly any at all. And they've got a much bigger channel than me. Let's do it right now. Tap the like button. Consider subscribing to our channel. Are you ready? Let's get 100 likes live on the show, unedited as it happens. Are you ready? Okay, let's do it live right now. Here we go. And then I'm going to bring you some more news on the stock to wrap this up. Let's go over to here, and we've got our poll to share with you. 133 watching. It's gone up now when it started at 50. More people are going to pay attention when this comes out later. 50 likes. Tap the like button. Let's get to 100. Now, while we're waiting, I put a poll out, and the poll that will trend on YouTube and Google was this. Will Virgin Galactic go to $100? This is our poll on our community pages. No votes yet. There it is. I'm going to give you the link to it now. Please vote right now. So I'm going to go back into the live chat where you are right now, and I'm going to give you the link to the poll. There you go. There is the link to the poll. It's on our community pages. I'm going to come back to that in a moment and see how it has done. I want to see how you guys have voted and whether you think it's going to $100. Also, here is my X poll. There's my X poll in the chat, and there's my Instagram. This will also be available for everyone later if you're watching later. Let me go and look at the X poll for now. 75% of you say yes. I've just given you the link. We've only had a handful of votes. Go and vote on it right now. I've just given you the link in the chat. There's my X and there's my Instagram. Go and vote. I'll come back. And also, if you want to help yourselves, remember, it doesn't benefit me. I don't get paid on X. This video won't get that many views at the moment. Also, I don't make any money with Virgin Galactic, do I? Makes no difference to me whatsoever. Okay? All right, I'll come back to that. Let's see how many votes that we have now. Sorry, how many likes we have now. 135 watching. It's going up. 50 likes. Hopefully we get to 100 and then we get suggested on YouTube. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me refresh it. I'm making it live in a show. I have no idea what's going to happen. It's gone all the way to 82. So we're very, very close. I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to stay on the point. Thank you very much, everyone that wanted to help themselves. Thank you very much indeed. Okay. Now, if you want to leave your mark on space, you can do a live comment as a super chat and it will put it on the screen. You might want to do that and it will remain there in history as this live stream will live forever on YouTube. I put this out a few days ago that Sir Richard Branson is back. If you've not yet seen this video, there it is. I've been talking about Virgin Galactic in the last few days, and I've been making my predictions, and Richard Branson is back. If you want more details of why and where and what's he saying, go and click on that video. It's on the playlist, the Virgin Galactic playlist. I shall give you the Virgin Galactic playlist in this chat live right now. It'll also, for those watching later, be available below the video. Okay, there is the playlist. Watch the playlist and share it. Okay, let me now go to the poll and see how you've changed, and see what you've done during the making of this video, and let's see how that's changed, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on the stock. Okay, so let me go back to this screen here. Here we go. Virgin Galactic is going up as we talk about it. No surprise. We are now on 86 likes. We're nearly at 100. Let's see how many people voted on X. Let's go over to X right now. This is our X account. All right, 75% of you have said yes, it will go to $100. Only 4 votes at the moment, only 1 repost and only 2 likes. Very few people are paying attention to Virgin Galactic. Watch that change throughout the day. Okay, thank you to all of you who took part in that. Let's go now to our main poll, the poll that will trend on Google later today. Let's hope this one has done well. I've no idea what it's going to do. This is being done live. So here we go. Will Virgin Galactic go to $100? 0 votes. Let me refresh the screen. I only gave this link in the live stream about 5 minutes ago. So maybe 10 votes at most, I would imagine. 21 votes. 21 votes already, and 57% are saying yes. Only 24%, oh, hang on, here we go.
Zach Zeit donated $5 through a super chat. Some pictures from Spaceport America and the Virgin Galactic facility on Discord General Chit Chat.
Fantastic, I will share that. Zach Zeit actually went and reported for us live from Spaceport America, and we'll cover that live now in this special. Wonderful stuff as we wrap up our live stream. Undecided 19%, so only 24% say no, it can't go there. So only 24% are saying no, it can't go there. So very, very good result. 57% say yes, 19% undecided. So if they turn around and join this, as you can see, we would be up at 70. We'd be up at 79%, 78%. So there you go. Or thereabouts. Okay, so very, very good. Thank you all for voting on that. Now, Zach Zeit has just said he shared some images on General Chit Chat for us on Discord. So I'm going there right now, and let's see what we have. Here we go. Some wonderful images.
Josh Monroe donated $5 through a super chat. We own the SPCE.
We own the SPCE. Thank you very much for sharing that. This has just been sent in by Zach Zeit. He visited the Spaceport. This is the sort of experiences that you get. You don't get this with Blue Origin, and of course you wouldn't get this with SpaceX for millions of dollars. Think about that for a moment. This is that's an interesting picture. We have some white walls at Virgin Galactic shared by Zach Zeit. It's live. All right. There is Zach himself doing, oh, he's wearing one of my actual hoodies. See that? He's wearing one of the Martyn Lucas Virgin Galactic hoodies. Absolutely fantastic. You can see how passionate he is about Virgin Galactic. This is part of the experiences. You go through all of this, and the astronauts will have a few days here and do all kinds of different things. There is the plane outside of the port. Absolutely wonderful. Zach had the privilege to go and see Eve. There it is from a distance. Doesn't look fantastic in the desert. Absolutely wonderful. Look at that. There is our replica of Eve. Absolutely wonderful. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Absolutely fantastic. We love this. Thank you very much for sending all this in. And then we're back to the original videos, the pictures again. Thank you so much indeed, Zach Zeit, for sending that in. So let me give you my final thoughts on the stock. Let me tell you where I think it's going. Oh, hang on. Listen to this.
Devon Drumhiller donated $10 through a super chat. Admittedly, I have not been paying attention but be live in Virgin Galactic. Is there any discussion going on with the UK funding Virgin Galactic to help it get through its cash burn?
Is there any funding? Well, we do know that Sir Richard Branson was at an exhibition the other day in, I think it was the NEC, Birmingham National Exhibition Centre, and he was saying that he's trying to raise money to build a spaceport in the UK for Virgin Galactic to fly from. That's all I have at the moment, but I will get more information as it's available. Now, before I give you my final thoughts on Virgin Galactic and to show you how serious that we are and that we can really drive this stock up. Before I give you my final thoughts and answer your final questions live in the show, this is how serious we are about Virgin Galactic. Here is the unofficial, should be the official. It's the official as far as the investors are concerned. Stay to the end. I will give you my final thoughts in 3 minutes and I will give you and answer your live questions. But right now, here is the unofficial, official from the investors, Virgin Galactic song, donated and dedicated to Eve, the mother of Sir Richard Branson, who sadly passed away. So I wrote this song. I hope you like it. Stay to the end for my final thoughts and your questions answered live. And now enjoy the Virgin Galactic song. This will trend one day, mark my words.
Is there anybody out there in space? Is there anybody out there in the dark?
Tim Rogers donated $5.
Is there anybody out there?
Martyn, thanks for your energy with SPCE.
On a star,
Sir, Richard and senior leadership must show more
travel
enthusiasm for this
through
incredible
space
space company.
in my rocket ship, through the light and the dark and home. I remember many years ago, it started here in my record shop. I've traveled all over the world in my balloons, trains and planes. As I traveled so far and wide, I had a dream out there and far beyond. The dream has grown now, and now the time is near to travel through space in time. Is there anybody out there in space? Is there anybody out there in the dark? Is there anybody out there on a star to travel through space in my rocket ship, through the light and the black and home? I remember she was 96 years old. I lost my Eve, I lost my mum. She was taken but never lost, as she will fly you now to my dreams. This is the beginning of traveling into space for all to share and to enjoy. So all come join us and soar into space, high above the world and back again. Is there anybody out there in space? Is there anybody out there space in my rocket ship, through the light and the black and home. Is there anybody out there in space? Is there anybody out there in the dark? Is there anybody out there on a star to travel through space in my rocket ship, through the lights and the black and home?
So there you go. That is the Virgin Galactic song. Well, as we come to the end of my live stream Virgin Galactic special, I hope you've enjoyed it. I wanted to get 100 likes shared so we can start trending once again on YouTube and Google like we used to. We are at 96 likes right now. 4 more people and will be suggested. That's wonderful. What a comeback. And consider subscribing once again. I'm going to give you my final thoughts right now, and I'll thank everyone that did a super chat during this live stream as well. All that goes to support this studio. Hopefully we provide you the best service for Virgin Galactic. But let me give you my final thoughts now on Virgin Galactic, and then after this live stream ends, you're all going to have the opportunity to go through to the extra channel. The link's in the chat. It'll also take you there automatically. It's pinned to the top, and you can continue discussing Virgin Galactic. I would like your thoughts on today's presentation. How did you like it? What did you like? What you didn't like? So a live discussion after this for 10 minutes in our extra channel. Please join me straight after this. It's running live right now. There's live chat for all our members, and I'd like to get your thoughts on how I produced this today. Did you like it? Are you happy with Virgin Galactic? What you don't like, and so on and so forth. Let me end the poll. The poll was 40% say yes, 24% are undecided. So only 35% saying no, it cannot go to $100. Okay, let me share with you our main poll, the one that will trend on Google. There was 21 votes at 57%. Let's refresh it. We've now got 27 votes and 52% are saying yes. Thank you very much indeed. Let me give you my final thoughts, and let me just answer your questions as well. Let's have a look. Hey Martyn, waiting 2026 fleet to the stock. Yes. Thank you for all these super chats that supported the channel. You love Virgin Galactic. Good work, Zach. Thank you very much indeed. I sure hope it does go to 100. Heck, I'd be happy with 50 at this point. Would be a huge game changer for my portfolio. Cowboy Bob, consider becoming a member of our channel, and you can access all the many perks. We got a super chat from Josh Monroe. We own SPCE. Is 100 only around 30 before the split stock is 30? I'd need to calculate that properly to give you an accurate answer. Just divide it by 20. Now I need it to go to $300 to even have a plus. Really? How is that possible? Admittedly, I have not been paying attention, but believe in Virgin Galactic. Is there any discussion about that? I already answered that one. Tim Rogers said, thank you. Thanks for your energy. Of course, always give you my full energy here. 100 for space would be great. We out chi. Holla. Not sure what that means. Sad about the split. Yes, it is, and it was completely unnecessary. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. From Alex, I'm singing this song every time I'm waiting in the green room on a live phone-in. Super chat, great work, Martyn. Thank you. Time to buy Google. That's got not much to do with this live stream, but I'm sharing it anyway. Martyn, if you haven't written a song for your wife, she should smack you. Oh dear, oh dear. Fooey on space aliens. Beautiful, said Sophia. Thank you very much indeed. 100 likes to hundreds to oh yes, 113 likes now. We're smashing it. Okay, let me give you my final thoughts on Virgin Galactic. Stay to the end. I'll give you the links and then you can join me for the after show party in the extra channel and share me your thoughts on what you thought about today's live stream. This was my Virgin Galactic special, but right now, here it is, my final thoughts. Virgin Galactic, it could change everything for everyone. There is no competition on planet Earth. For going into space and looking back at the planet, there isn't anything else better. Blue Origin can go into space, except it's not viable. It will never be viable. We need the technology of Virgin Galactic. SpaceX can also go into space, live there, but it's not viable for passengers. The only scalable way to go into space and look back on the Earth is Virgin Galactic. It is true to say, over the last few years, the management of Virgin Galactic have delivered the product, but they haven't delivered to the investor. The investor has paid a very heavy price. Myself, I bought in when I wasn't only in the S&P and I wasn't a mainstream media news channel. I was all about just doing what was good for me. Now I'm here to do what's good for you. So I only own the S&P, but I originally bought Virgin Galactic for $70. Today's money, it would be about 20 cents. Can you imagine? And where we are today? If you only own a small share, a small position of Virgin Galactic, some call that a moon bag, where you simply own a small amount, just in case. If everyone bought just in case, it would go above $10 pretty much immediately. They've certainly got the money to get through to Delta. They've got the customers. The customers have already paid. So Richard Branson is back, bringing it once again to the world's attention. I see Virgin Galactic with just a little bit of luck. Not much, a little bit of luck. You need a bit of luck with space. We can't afford a craft to explode or crash. So far, no chance of that. They've been 100% reliable once they started to do their main flights. If they can continue that path and they get to Delta, which they will, no reason why not, the brand can expand around the world and Virgin Galactic could easily go to $100 a share. I wish everyone the best, the ones of you that have helped build this channel. You gave me an amazing life. I live on YouTube now because of Virgin Galactic, not because of Virgin Galactic the company. They didn't do anything for me, but you did. The viewers, the members, the investors, you built this channel, so it's the least I could do as we approach our 4th anniversary to do everything I can to promote and do right by you, the investor, the member, and Virgin Galactic. Not for the board members, not for Michael Colglazier, not for Eric Kearney, but for you guys, all of you here. I wish everyone the best. I believe Virgin Galactic can go to $100. And when it does, everyone is going to be very, very happy. Thank you very much indeed for tuning in. We're now going to go over to the extra channel. All of these live streams with all the effects and all the lights and sounds and music are all made live just by me on my own. Unscripted, unedited, unprepared, unplanned. Just happens as it happens, and you are the script. The people in the chat who talk to me are the script. You tell me what you want to see, you tell me what you feel, and I simply deliver it to you. Thank you very much indeed. I hope you watched to the end. I hope everyone tapped the like button. We did get suggested on YouTube. We have 114 likes now. I hope you all subscribe to the channel. I'm now going to give you all the links that I promised. Above my head, if you don't see them above my head, click the more button below in the description and you'll find everything there. Down below in the description and pinned to the comments, you will find the playlist for Virgin Galactic. You'll find the Virgin Galactic song and other videos I think you'll find useful in the Virgin Galactic series. Over here and over here, just here, I'll post the Virgin Galactic playlist. You're not seeing it now because I'm making this live. It'll be there in about an hour. And over here, you'll see the Virgin Galactic song. If you play this and share it, it will trend and more people will get to know about Virgin Galactic. And if you watch all this, you will follow the full history with Virgin Galactic. There it is. Thank you very much. Go and check both of these out right now. If you stay right where you are to the end, it'll automatically take you to the behind the scenes and the after show party where you can let me know in the chat what you thought about this show. The link is in the chat. It's also pinned to the top and it'll automatically take you there as well. Go and check these out. Join me now on the live stream on the Extra channel. Until next time, as always, go space, release, release, release. Take care of yourselves and each other.